So I did some grinding for levels in between parts, and I found that there is a sort of efficient farming spot. If you go to this area, Rosaria's bedchamber, which I, of course, earlier in the playthrough, I went through here and got this. So you should know how to get this if you followed along with all the playthrough. Or at least, I want to say that was part like 10 or 11, probably, where I passed through here. Can't remember off the top of my head. It may have been earlier than that part, though. But basically, if you have the covetous silver serpent ring, and then if you have the shield of want, which there it is, which I picked up earlier, like this gives you 20% more souls, this gives you 10% more souls, so you'd be getting 30% more souls. But regardless, these guys give a decent amount, like around 110. There's only 10% more, so that means that I would have gotten 100 from him. But you should get close to around probably, yeah, close to around 2,000 souls for every run where you kill all of these guys. It's like you get to kill those ones up there. Keep in mind I started with like 755 souls. And then I seriously hate that attack. And as you can see, from about 755 souls before we started, now we're at 2,627, so pretty close to 2,000 souls. I believe with the Shield of Want, starting from 0 with the Shield of Want and the ring, I believe you get 1,980 souls. That's how much you get, I believe. Anyway, though, back to doing this. I think I've gotten everything that I can get in here, except I will go ahead and I'm going to try and take on the Black Knight, because I can't remember if the Black Knight here actually, if he actually is a unique enemy or not. But now that I think about it, actually, there is one area that I didn't go to yet that I definitely should go to. Nice. Titanite shards are always useful. Good, got a chance to hit him before he got that strike off. The only thing with using daggers is, like with the sword, as long as you hit the enemy first, it might stagger them and cancel their attack entirely. But if you're using daggers, it's not going to cancel their attack, and it's not going to stun lock them. So that's one thing to think about when using daggers. You can't count on stun lock. Because when you're using just any of the swords, you can pretty much count on stun lock and get slightly more risky than you would, especially if it's a greatsword. You can get way more risky if it's a greatsword, because It hits hard. It staggers like a regular sword does. And then, it also, you know, it's also longer. So you can get away with hitting things from farther away. Like for instance, a greatsword could probably stagger him who's got heavy armor. Oof. Ah, died from that. Unfortunate. I think I actually remember now. I'm pretty sure he is a unique, I believe. I believe that's what you would call it. Yeah, unique. Yeah, I ended up falling off of high places a lot when I was doing my grinding. Like, I ended up falling and dying a lot, which isn't exactly good, of course. Stamina's just so low. It's not too bad, though. Nor is the scaling. Oh, what do you know? He dropped an item. Alright, back to challenge that Dark Knight. That Black Knight. Ah, it was for his shield, not the... Oh yeah, the weapon he was using, you picked that up over here, that's right. You just killed him for the shield, that was it. I'm pretty sure he was unique. I don't think there's any illusionary walls or anything in here, considering it was an illusionary wall just to get in there. But I mean, they did do it once where they put 2 illusionary walls, and I mean, you already saw that it was in this area where they did that. There is some more stuff to get here, though. Because for one, I don't think we actually killed the dude with the Fume Ultra Greatsword. I think, like, he just kept killing us, basically. Just like... And then we just kept trying to ignore him so that we could get in the lava and get that item. Oh yeah, that's right. There's still one item in the lava that I haven't gotten. I mean, it's fine though. I don't really need the item. But let's try and kill this dude. Swap back to the flasks. Oh. Well, that's some butt. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to turn around when I'm in that animation. I don't know. I think that was a heavy attack. Come on, dude. Okay, I definitely pressed circle to dodge. It's like it just holds you in place if you press the dodge button too late. It's like if you press it just before the attack is going to hit you, it's like it just holds you there and makes you take the hit anyway. It's dumb. So I mean, if you're about to get hit, you might as well parry because the game's just gonna hold you there and not let you dodge. Because I pressed circle, and I was looking at my hand when I did that. Because I pressed it like as soon as his sword started swinging, and like character just stood there. I mean, of course, there is this dodge, but that one, you know, it practically dodges no hits. To be honest, I don't think anyone really uses that just backward dodge. I mean, I could be wrong, but for the most part, I don't think it works. Might be okay against irregular swords, like what I'm using right now, of course. I think what it comes down to is we'll have to come back here and take him on later. Yeah, no, we're not dealing with you. Although, if we could lure him up here and get him to fall off the bridge, that would be very beneficial to us. Wait, did he just step into the lava? What an idiot. I mean, he's not gonna stay there though. Alright. Let's get a shot off on him. He's got quite a stretch there with that attack. Dang it. I definitely pressed dodged once again there. Back to this. Hold on a second. How many of those kukris do I have? It's just B. I mean, it's just AS scaling. As opposed to BA scaling. Not too much different. Ah, there we go. Then the rat followed me all the way over here. Of course. Why did only this rat follow me, I wonder? Alright, let's get back to that Black Knight so we can get our souls back. Although we probably don't really need to get to the top of these stairs when our souls will be there, or... Yeah, pretty much top of the stairs. Alright. Wrong. Use these binoculars and see if we can get our crossbow aimed about the right place. Really close there. It's like you make the adjustments and you always end up hitting everything but what you want. Why would I do it there? It's like good enough. We set up. All right, come on. Nope. Oof, that could have been bad. Nice. Not gonna do anything with that soul just yet. Where's... Huh. Weird. Don't see the guy over there. I mean, he's not dead, I know that for certain. At least I'm pretty sure he's not. But let's get up here and disarm the crossbow. Well, not crossbow, it's an Alvuin, or however you say it. I know there's an item around here somewhere. Ah, yes, there it is. That is the our next bow. But I don't actually know if it ends up being better than the current one we're using, which is literally still just the first bow. I mean, our crossbow is significantly better than the original crossbow. Right here is the strongest one right here. The second crossbow you can get, which is the Knight's crossbow, that one, I believe it's got lightning damage on it as well. So it's a split damage. But I mean, every crossbow is a split damage weapon when you're using, for instance, like lightning arrows or bolts or whatever. Now let's get around here and let's get to that thing. And we can go over here and kill these skellies. Shaved a few pieces of us off there. What? Okay. He just became one with the world. It's quite a strange way that they got fused to those wheels, I say. Alright. There. Gotta, you know, give ourselves a little advantage with our range. As long as he doesn't do a jump attack. And good thing he didn't use one that could actually hit us, because otherwise we would have had some problems. Alright. Wait. No, this way. Yeah, that was right. Now let's get his attention. Stop throwing knives. Quit it. Ah, I did not pay attention to my health there. Oops. At least the Black Knight should be out of our way, I think. Because I'm pretty sure that Black Knight is a single spawn occurrence. We're gonna go this way this time, just because. I mean, it doesn't really shorten the trip very much, to be honest. Ah, stupid fireballs. I mean, it's safer going the other way, actually. So I'll probably just go the other way next time. Again. They're not gonna follow me here. I know that for certain. Alright. Let's get ourselves back to that area so that we can shut off that crossbow. Or giant albuin. Which, I mean, I suppose that's a type of crossbow, so I suppose it's fine to call it a giant crossbow. Actually, now that I think about it, they called the giant crossbows ballistas, didn't they? So, it's, you know, it's a ballista. Oh, what? He's not a single spawn, that's... but... Nope. As long as he doesn't kill us, we're good. Yeah, try and get me up here, dude. Try and get me up here. Bet you won't. You can't even climb ladders. That's right. Peasant. Look at that plebe down there. Well, I mean, like, you can't look at him anymore because we're on the second ladder. Let's, you know. Can't even learn how to climb ladders. How hopeless. What doesn't make any sense is how they know exactly where I am, because they shouldn't have been able to see me. Because they only fire at random stuff. No reason to not use the spell since, you know, limited flasks. Seriously? Ah, I should have ran and got my souls first. Whatever. But since I've basically got no souls now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run straight over to that ballista. And, like, I'm just going to take the quickest route. As long as we don't die, it's fine. As long as we turn off the ballista, it's fine. well darn, whatever. I don't remember if there's any items next to the ballista. There probably is, so I'll try to make my way over there. No reason to grab the souls when you got none. Would you guys, like, just, you know, kindly stop hitting me for once? As soon as I got to the doorway. Fine, we'll go the safe way around. How annoying. And we still managed to get hit even going the safe way around. The safer way. I mean, there's really no safe ways to go anywhere in Dark Souls, of course. Defeats the purpose of the game. Let's get back to that, past that night, up those ladders and disable that thing. Nope. You'll never hit me. Just a tad bit too slow to reach me. I wish the faster ladder climb was actually like faster. I mean, it is faster. Like, you know, if you hold like you wanted to sprint and go up the ladder, I'm pretty sure you go just a little bit quicker. But I wish it was quicker than it is, basically. Sorry if my yawn was too loud. I mean, just go ahead and drink from the flask anyway. Because we're just gonna ignore the enemies. Every single last one of them will be ignored. Alright. Huh. What do you know? And there we go. Now we've disabled it. There was nothing over here. Just turn off the ballista, that was it. You know, I don't know why they make, like, ways to drop down. I've got no idea why they think it's just such a great idea to make the first drop, like, absurdly far and then have, like, the other ones just be, like, little stepping stools. It's like, it's just annoying. But as you can see, we have turned off the ballista now, so we can just walk out here as we please. Don't gotta worry about anything now. We're going to take on the boss in there. It's like, this isn't even the way that we would go to progress the stories. Like, this is just an extra area. But, I mean, then again, I suppose I shouldn't really say to progress the story, because it, like, there's not exactly much of a story that you... I mean, there's some story, of course, but there's very little that is actually just told to you in the Souls series, of course. Most of the information and everything can be found through the item descriptions, which is kind of interesting. But I mean, people don't necessarily, not even don't necessarily, people basically don't play Dark Souls for the story. They play it because it's hard game. Old, what's the Old Demon King, I think is what he should be called. Yes, the old Demon King. Very old. Oof. He's not too hard of a fight as long as you know, do the proper things. Alright, he's got his fire on, so here's where things get more interesting. Oof. Oh, too far away. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Alright, we need to get away from him, because, yeah, he's doing that attack. No. That's not how this works. Ah. I always forget that attack. Is that the one I think it is? No, it's that one. That, I mean, at least the attack where he does the slam down like that's not too bad. It's really just this attack that he's doing right now that's annoying. The one that summons the floating fireballs. I mean, I'm actually doing pretty good for this boss. Like, I had a lot of trouble with him the first few times. Oof. As long as I don't get hit by this attack, I should be good. Ah. I forgot that that goes inwards if you're closer to him. Like, it goes outwards if you're farther away from him, but it goes inwards and then outwards if you're closer to him, I think. Pretty sure that's how it works. Could have just used the crossbow to shoot him as well to get more damage. I wasn't thinking about it. It's because I normally, you know, I normally play with the shield, of course. No real reason to grab the souls, but, you know, I wanted to. Hey, dude. Ah, yes. That attack. Ah, what do you know? It's pretty much just as efficient as actually hitting him. It's like I've got no idea why I'm actually bothering with hitting him then if I can just do this. Oh, what do you know? I've never actually come across the maximum range of that attack. He's not actually too difficult to do as a range guy. Ah! I thought that, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys knew what I was thinking there. It's like I thought because I was able to stagger him when he was doing it that it didn't trigger the attack, but nope. It still did. Not even gonna bother with picking up the souls this time. I mean, I already know I've got 0. I had 0 the last time, but I wanted to pick them up. But it's just gonna waste unnecessary time if I do that. Did it a little too early. Also did that too early. Well, I mean, you can't expect things to go exactly the same every time. Of course. But it's not like I'm doing bad or anything. Don't think any of these balls are actually gonna hit me this time around either. Dang it. I pressed circle to dodge. Ah. That. The Chaos Bed vestiges. Ah, this one. The one that goes forward and backward. Yeah, good luck with that. You're not going to get us. Oh, that was just inconvenient. He happened to send it right where we were standing. Nope. We're just gonna avoid your attacks. Like a wuss. Oh, okay. That's... I forgot about that attack. Yeah, we're just gonna do melee for the first, like, about the first half of his health, because I do more damage that way. I do about half the damage unless I hit his head with the crossbow, and it's kind of dependent on how he's standing, basically, whether I can hit his head or not, because you can't actually aim the crossbows like you can aim the regular bow. Ran out of stamina there. Should have paid more attention. And that one was entirely my fault there too. I forgot that he had the close range fire attack because I was staying away from him the entire time. The last time I challenged him. So I was thinking, it's like, why is he using a ranged attack when I'm right next to him? It's like, so he wasn't using the ranged attack, he was using the close ranged fire attack. I've never actually tried using magic on him. I don't know how effective it is. But I mean, it's not like magic is the main focus of this build though. I did not mean to press it again. We might get hit. We didn't. So that's one of the annoying things about this. Like I said, if you just keep pressing the attack button, sometimes it just queues up hits essentially, and then you're locked in, and you can't cancel hits pretty much. Really, you're gonna do that attack again? It's literally your most annoying attack. It's the attack everyone wishes they didn't see. Well, no, not really. Too early. If I just back up far enough, I don't have to worry about his fire anyway, so that's what I'll do. Seriously? Yeah, that's another thing that's annoying. You never know exactly where the Chaos Bed vestiges are going to start or end. Well, I mean, you know where they're going to end, kind of. But you never know where they're going to start. And where they start is practically as important as where they end. But more. Yeah, enjoy your death. I really should have killed him the first time around. Nice. Travel back to Firelink Shrine. Get ourselves a level. I think we leveled like 4 or 5 times in between the parts, because I think we were like 46, now we're 50. We're still trying to make it to where we can use this right here effectively. Because right now, we got it because, well, one, it allows us to use pyromancy as well, but we're not really going to use any of the pyromancies, as far as I know yet. What we're going to do is we're going to use this ability for close range, like combustion. It's just that we can't use it effectively, so it doesn't do anything yet.
Welcome home. Very well, then take.
Alright. Put this in faith, because we need to get our faith to 20 before we can use this thing. Let's talk to him so that we can see what we get. I know Chaos Bed Vestiges is one of the things, and I think the hammer that he has is the other. Yeah. Let's see, 20 intellect is what we will need for this. I mean, Chaos Bed Vestiges is a very, very good spell, but I mean, it takes 2 slots, and there's plenty of other okay things. And I mean, this isn't my main account anyway. Not, well, I mean, it is the main account. It's not my main, what's it called? Save file. Oops, I just selected use, not use selected. And then again, I mean, here I am, like, just using the items when I could have just sold them and gotten the exact same amount. Wait, do I have enough to level up again? Wow, that was actually enough to level up twice.
Farewell, Ashen One.
That's actually pretty good, because it means we're really close to being able to use that now. Get as many of the kukris as we can.
Ashen One.
Actually, I think I might have more items to sell that I don't need somewhere. Don't have any duplicates of those. Do you have any duplicates of anything? I mean, it doesn't look like I do.
Ashen One, be sure.
I can switch these back on. Let me talk to him real quick and see if I've got the requirements for this yet. That's 18 intelligence. Alright. So we'll get there eventually.
Come again. Hi.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the one that we can't give him, because I'm pretty sure we already tried Fire Orb. That still uses 2. I forgot that this still uses 2. I mean, and it costs like twice as much, and it's so, I mean, it's not as good as the Chaos Bed Vestiges, to be honest. Which one? I mean, if we're gonna have any of these, it's probably Fireball or Fire Orb or Bursting Fireball. But this is pretty close ranged. I mean, this is very close ranged because it's literally just a more powerful version of Combustion, which is the special of the Fireball, also of the White Witch Talisman. So I'll probably just go with Fire Orb.
Do not be gone for long.
But there is another one coming up too, so it's fine. Alright, it's time to go back to that bonfire. Do I have any undead bone shards? No. I will make sure I don't have any Estus shards. I don't. Good. Alright, let's get ourselves moving. Okay, so this is the right one. Just making sure I got the proper bonfire. Now in like there should be a little there should be 2 parts coming out today. Well, I mean it'll be today. Well, I mean you don't really know what today is yet, I suppose. Oh, what do you know? The skeleton ball doesn't kill me in 1 hit now. I mean, to be honest, I probably still want to select, like, to do this, basically, so that I can just get full health, pretty much. Because I'm trying to take on the boss now, and I kind of probably don't want to, you know, die. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. We should be able to make it this time. What the heck? We could do it before. Why can't we do it now? Doesn't make any sense. Let's heal. Just need 1 more to use that effectively. Alright, let's get going. Because that guy is not going to stop, probably. Make sure we get as many of these guys' attention as possible, just because. Yeah, have fun. Alright, now to actually try to face this boss. Now, one trick with this boss is there's all these pots in the room. You want to destroy all the pots. Because if you don't, there'll be ads spawning during the fight, and if you get rid of all the pots, ads don't spawn. There's quite a few of them, so hold on, let me switch to this real quick, because it's pretty good at getting rid of them. Like, this is actually incredibly good at getting rid of the pots, because of this attack right here. And of course, you know, as you know, walls don't actually exist in Dark Souls. If your sword's long enough and it can hit something, it will hit something. I mean, look at that. It went through there. As long as it doesn't hit it directly, it won't. You know, as long as it doesn't hit the wall directly, it won't get deflected, basically. I mean, and whips are especially good at breaking the game in this way. We can use them to bust through basically everything. Yeah, it takes quite a lot of time to break all these pots, to be honest. And you want to make sure you didn't miss even 1 pot. Because if you do, you wasted your time. And we're now at the point of the game where we... I mean... most people probably would have done it toward the beginning, like upgraded how much weight they could carry. Somewhat, basically. But since we were carrying light stuff the entire time, we didn't have to do it until now, basically. We're gonna have to upgrade our weight so that we can carry our stuff without fat rolling. As you can see, we don't have the increased stamina regeneration on right now. We removed that ring so that we could put the Havel's ring on, which gives us more equipment weight, basically. Just a temporary fix for a temporary problem. Strange. Wonder what's going on outside, if you heard that car horn honking. Alright. I believe that is all the pots on this side. Let me just quickly make sure. Yeah, you thought I didn't see you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got all those. Alright. Get all the ones on the side first. The boss fight here is kind of unique. It doesn't start until you try to touch that chalice. Which is good because it gives you time to prepare and get rid of all these. It would be real annoying if you had to get rid of all these during the boss fight. Or, you know, something similar. Nearly there. We've nearly gotten all the pots. Just a little bit more work. It's quite interesting architecture in here, though. Yeah, there we go. And there. And I believe these should be the last few. Regardless, I'm going to start it after them. Ah. No. Now we're going to start it after switching back to the actual weapons that we use. Don't need the torch in the second slot anymore. Alright. Touch the goblet. Be transported to another world. The dark mist envelops the room. And carries you to a realm of unknown horror. But there's a light in the darkness. It's a trap.